Alright, I think we're live. Um, so yeah, we're gonna continue because I really want to get to Snezhnaya. Even though I probably want to Snezhnaya this week because I want to do it when I get better. Because, I'm even more tired and now I also got sick, so, which is kind of funny because, I probably shouldn't talk about it here. But yeah, I guess, you know. I guess I'd actually got sick for real. But, I mean, it'll improve. But yeah, that's just to explain that I probably won't talk much this stream. Um, I mean, I already didn't talk much last one, but yeah, this one will probably be even more silent. I mean, of course, it's actually currently 6 p.m., so I can be more loud. So I guess if something excites me, maybe I will. Though I'm also very tired, so I might not have as much energy. Anyways, and here I am yapping. But yeah, let's begin. At least we finally get to the Nahida
There you are.
part. It was so much filler. I have not been liking this quest as much as I thought I would.
Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others, and she has already sent word to Natlan on our behalf. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she is more than willing to accompany the people of Sumeru for the entire journey.
I wonder if Nicole can leave the barrier. Or maybe she just stalked in Mavuika's head. Could have gone either way.
Oh, there's Nicole, alright.
Yeah.
Always super patient and loves to help everyone out. She's the best. She is. So kind and enthusiastic. Well, time for us to get going. Let's head out.
I like the Sumeru thingies. The exploration feels like a grappling hook of sorts.
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now, specifically? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before, wasn't it?
Entrance on the motorcycle.
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
Damn, okay.
That voice. Mawika! You got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Oh, she's not here physically, I see.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice.
This might be one of the first times we're getting an interaction between two Archons on the main story, I think. I mean, we probably have had before, I'm just not remembering.
I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person.
I know we've had in events,
The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler.
Remember one
The
with
real
Zhongli
me is
and
inside the
Venti?
mausoleum of King Deshret, and I am reaching out to you with my mind from here. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul.
Oh yeah, because Nahida's with our mind. She's not physically here, and we are not recorded in Irminsul, so her talk right now also should not be recorded in theory. I see.
The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious, and you're the ones bearing the brunt of it.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the heavenly principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were at the height of their power. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as it continues to function normally, the barrier will not be activated. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caused the barrier to deploy. The heavenly principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru.
Basically, to preserve the rest of the world.
That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The heavenly principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants takes priority over protecting Sumeru.
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize any and every means at my disposal.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is.
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
What?
Yes, you guessed correctly.
Wait, for what?
Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is to please give the Pyronosis to Sumeru.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Why do you sound so nervous? There's no need to be shy.
Surely a gnosis is pretty important to a god.
I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah, not about to dispute that.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Alright. Is this the first time we saw it? I don't remember.
Huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me.
Are you sure about this? Handing over your gnosis just because of me?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the gnosis to Tumaini is far from the craziest idea I could think of. Besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's request. Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. I know all too well how difficult it can be to protect the things you care about. So logically, morally, or however you want to cut it, helping you is the right thing to do. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the higher your chances of success.
Moika, my heartfelt thanks go to you and the people of Natlan.
Don't mention it. But now for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you? The Irminsul barrier is right in the way.
I have an idea.
Wait, we can pass through it? Because we're not affected by Irminsul?
Just as I thought.
I see. Because we're not recorded in it.
Incredible. What did you do?
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me. I figured the same might be true here.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds.
Yeah, so it wouldn't
Since the
affect
Traveler
us.
is a descender, Irminsul contains no records of him, and thus has no way to impede him.
Is that right? You really are full of surprises. Catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Mawika. Thank you for trusting us with something so important.
All right. No need to get so formal. It's not like we're strangers. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the Gnosis. Any other surprises for us, Traveler?
Let me try something. I have the Pyrognosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. Not particularly heavy, and yet this tiny thing symbolizes the mighty authority of a god.
Are we gonna absorb the Gnosis?
I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan. All those important experiences I've had.
We absorbed it?
The Gnosis disappeared.
So...
Traveler, are you alright?
It's kinda, but also not kinda, like we're partially the Pyro Archon, that's crazy. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean.
I'm fine. The Pyrognosis disappeared into my body. Just like phlogiston.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston. You might not be recorded in the ley lines, but you're still our Tumaini.
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Moika.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the help I can. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
We won't let you down.
Yeah. We aren't about to lose.
Is it on the map? Yeah, this is what I remember seeing on the leaks. It was like this like large tree roof on the map. It's right next to Mirror City. Hold on. Alright.
Go!
Traveler, Paimon, how are you feeling? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like she's gotten way braver over the last few years, huh? Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler, I'm sure you've gained a lot of experience and grown as a person.
I'm doing all right. What about you, Nahida? How are you holding up?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I'm a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. I'd be lying if I said it was nothing. But please don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we've prepared as well as we can. I believe in everyone. I believe in you. And I believe in myself. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live, but knowing when to rely on one's companions is also a form of great wisdom. I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter beast.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing. That's the journey of life.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top floor.
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense to you of all people.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed now.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust, where you know we have your back. And we feel exactly the same way around you. That's what it means to be friends.
I've never been here. What is this? Are you concerned? I don't think I want to do this. This might trigger a world quest. I don't know. Let's save that for last.
Ah, it's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question. We were working in tandem, after all.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy day for both of us.
When work ends, you clock out. No looking back.
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. I'll stick with water. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me take a look.
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah. Unlike you, it seems. How are you not feeling at all nervous?
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the strategies we ended up using.
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my duty.
Was it like this last time too?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared as we are this time.
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument.
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn—
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off for it.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru—
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think. So, do you think this is what— The sky is so clear, and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the—
Awful things happen all the time. What you and I have done is increase our chances of—
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism. Oh, nothing. I hope everything works out.
It will. As long as we—
It's really
Oh, yeah, I'm
strange.
just reading and
You're my
passing through.
junior, yet you always seem to act more—
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh, walked right into that one, didn't I?
Ah, I see. Why do we have to talk with everyone? I mean, some of this might be important, but so far it doesn't seem relevant. It should be
Something on
optional.
your mind, Miss Nefer?
Nothing in particular. It's just... right now,
But the future has not yet arrived.
How can you say how it... Some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain blissfully unaware. People are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances...
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to...
Even at the height of the crisis in Nodkrai, people held divergent...
Indeed. Regardless of faith, gender, wealth, skin color, or eye color, everyone in Sumeru knows what will happen tomorrow.
The world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds, a moment of unprecedented unity and equality is about to take place. If only my father could have lived to see this era.
Era. To me, that term represents a much greater span of time. It can...
Do angels even feel fear?
Yes, at least I do. I fear the gap that grows wider with each passing day, and the never-ending flow of time. Time renders all memories insignificant, and reduces all splendor to nothing.
You're very human in that regard.
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of awareness, and we fall to the earth. After spending so long among humans, I have lost much of my former glory.
Maybe that's a good thing. You're more human than some humans are.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely...
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. It was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most people pursue glory and guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. That is my miracle. It doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Alright, next.
Go!
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow.
Sorry.
Good. Is everything ready?
As much as possible.
That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you. We'll take things one step at a time. That's how we've always done it.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water. Would you like some?
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water. In which case, I'll have the juice.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty at a time like this?
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented. She took it right off me and started making carton after carton of juice.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah. I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred, but I couldn't bear to leave it behind in Gandharvaville.
The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay, but it just still feels strange to me. Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
Part of the goddess of flowers.
I know the feeling well. That same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, you have some already. I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else? Very well, very well. I shall be off then.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two. And that sense of dissonance is difficult to get used to.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes. Makes me feel a little childish.
Kale, Just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime.
Yeah.
It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over. Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that the same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me have now become a weapon with which I can protect everyone. It's like my own personal kind of evolution. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it wasn't their fault. I was the same, but it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
Kale versus Otori.
I don't know
Well,
if you've
not just
noticed,
Kale,
but you
Kale
rarely
being
stumble over
involved.
your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive. It's a big change from how you used to be.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms. It's time you seized back control. I believe in you.
Yeah. Sumiro is my home. And it's so important to me. I have to protect it. No. I will protect it.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spantamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? Ugh, my arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere. Madame Farazan, why are you... Here, let me take them off your hands.
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now instead. Please, try to relax, Madame Farazan. Your nerves are starting to get the better of you. I know.
Oh wait, we can skip. Let me just check who's at the entrance. If it's no one I care much about, specifically Nahida or well, Mafuike isn't here. I think I'm just gonna skip. Heck no, I don't care about the NPC. And that is Dia and Candace. I mean, it's not Nahida, so I'll pass. It has been mostly filler anyways, this part. I don't know, you could just pass and skip those, so I will do that now. There we go.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret!
I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage, no matter how glorious, can compare to true beauty.
Dendro Archon, what is on your mind?
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of questions?
So many. More than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. But the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail. And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree, if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form.
Nahida! We're here! Just in time. My preparations are almost complete.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast! I thought I'd get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up with you.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete.
As discussed during our meeting,
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more extreme, and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
that's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars, who don't constitute a particularly large group of people.
Sorry.
But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. But with it already being under strain from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it.
Going to overload Irminsul? Oh, cutscene time, okay. Everyone's got an Akasha.
Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
Nicole!
In the past, when people sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom.
There's Irminsul.
Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole vows that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Getting one entire nation to learn Akasha though.
Stop.
Please stop. End this transformation.
I suspect Dottore is probably not gonna like this. So we might end up seeing him very soon. If he can still interfere with the outside.
You would shut down Irminsul
Yep, there it
just to
is.
stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Yep, hello there. That's the new Dottore form.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing!
Great.
It's not over yet.
What a display of true courage. The courage to think and the courage to act. I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing. Gods are few and far between.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks to you were we able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our
Wait.
old tricks?
Why the Eternal Oasis? Exactly how does this correlate with the current situation?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with you?
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift? Asking for it back, are you?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
Can it connect to the Eternal Oasis? Like how we were able to enter memories before.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him. And a lot of Mora.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Wait, is he? Because we're talking about
Understood.
Mora. Is he Pentalone?
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary
It
part
is.
of life. But to tell
Yeah,
the
it
truth,
is.
I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact.
Yep, there he is. Another one of the Harbingers.
For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will?
Yep.
If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now.
There he is. Ventaloni, we get to the 9th of the 11th for 3 harbingers.
Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Data backup? Of who? Of himself?
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
I'm guessing much like many of the harbingers, he's been living for ages.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodkrai and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank.
Wait, what? Oh, is that how he was able to basically quote-unquote survive? But how was he sent to Irminsul? There must have been more to that process, right? Because you'd have to die to go to Irminsul.
Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
So he's no longer even the original one.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
That's first we've heard of that. Ventalone backstory?
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodkrai, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
The 10th Harbinger? I'm assuming it's the 10th Harbinger or or Scaramouche. But what happened to the 10th Harbinger actually? Because like we know Scaramouche used to be a Harbinger. What about the 10th Harbinger? Because that's not Scaramouche, that's someone else that we never knew about, and he doesn't exist apparently.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death. But not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will.
Wow.
I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radicalism?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly.
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It was an easy win.
That's why he's hiding his identity and putting the blame on Nodkrai.
As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you.
Alright, need an issue.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but don't you find that a strange thing for me to say? After all, you've already had quite a long life, especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control.
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did.
Yeah,
they must have found a workaround.
New Akasha.
Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office, too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request: the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to you?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
Speaking of gods?
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion, even if he is a compatriot.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
There's no need to be so self-critical. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping?
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodkrai caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved.
Dear me. I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal.
Tsaritsa...
Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself.
Oh, Dotori.
I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the Second Harbinger, now could I?
How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
Damn.
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual.
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material, what would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Oh, so you can teleport, damn.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city, it involved a lot more running around.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
Oh my god, it's the Aranara girl. I think she has a vision now, but yeah. She was in the Aranara quest line.
I hope this
hate
will be
that
my
quest.
last time.
That was the beginning of the freaking world quest like thing they started doing since Sumeru.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady. It
Whoa! Why is Candace's shield talking?
because the image on her shield is one of me.
Well, la-di-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak?
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected. A frontal assault will suffice. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out.
Sorry.
Yield! We shall prevail! Out of my way! Take this! Watch out! Get lost!
Whew. Thank you, Jet.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
I missed the timing.
Your penance is due! You stay condemned! Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done. Show no mercy. Yield. You asked for it. Look alive! Clear! We shall prevail.
Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due! Guilty! You stand condemned!
Oh, we were supposed to go the other way.
Guilty!
Like Yield. Let's get it on! Ha!
Futile!
Cha! Do your worst! Grant us your blood! You're dead meat!
There's more over there.
Use the force off.
Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! You stay condemned! Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Hold on. I need a tissue again. Alright.
Good. Press on.
We shall prevail. Please. Buckle up. Gloves off.
I actually like these old. Did she get buffed? I remember she was like extremely weak when she
Grant
came
us your
out.
blessing. Do your
I
work.
don't know if she got buffed since then. I haven't really played the game outside of Arc Request,
Look
so
alive.
I don't know.
Nowhere to run! Through me, justice is served! Your penance is due!
They're spying.
Look out! It's an ambush.
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road now.
Mahamacha Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we can split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep him safe?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher. He can handle it.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
The Wanderer and Paimon.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Paimon forgot she could fly.
Ready?
Ready!
Oh, there it is. I see. Wait. Oh. I was wondering where we have to go. Wait, you still gotta go further. I think we messed up. Where do we go? I don't see any other. Oh, I see. Let's go further in that direction, right? Somewhere. Hold on. Where, bro? Where do I have to go? It's on the other side of the city, so I must go further. I don't get it. Where's the other? You would think there would be more, but there isn't. Oh, I see.
Enshroud!
Alright.
Keep up.
I don't know if we should have. I guess we can. Yeah, the quest
Run with the
hasn't
force.
finished.
I'll
I
uproot
guess
you!
we can fight a little bit.
Ah! Time to ignite! Time! Wretched vermin! Behold! Upon the gale! Quick fall!
Alright, we're nearly there.
Fatui soldiers up ahead.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
Oh, there he is, Regator.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were
that's
waiting
a
for us.
harbinger.
But something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. Much higher than we thought. So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us!
Yeah, exactly.
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance...
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there.
Wait, what do you mean? Can he also project himself?
Silence!
Oh. Lothor's been letting some powers, huh? That looks like the Immensal glitch thingy.
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses. He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected there to lure us in.
Enough talk. Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are already here.
Or the Traveler Wanderer? Yeah. And Dainari.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go help the others.
All right. Goodbye for now, then. Please tread carefully.
So we're going down into Immensal.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here.
Sorry.
We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Surasthana's built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of the parameters.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready, we'll set off.
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then, you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon. Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
You know, Wanderer's had that conversation with you.
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown.
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you two start getting into it again.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Tavad again? And don't forget, Paimon's a college student now.
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia.
That happened?
But for all
What?
that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
I had no idea that happened. Probably in an event or something.
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't Hat Guy enough of a nickname for you?
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
Having Wanderer go in and fight Totori as well is gonna be cool.
We will be. Bye for now.
Hold on. Alright.
Initiating connection.
Wait, are we gonna enter it and fight right now or not yet? I mean, we're at least probably gonna see Totori. Yeah, this looks different than last time. It's like very digital, kinda.
Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can...
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together, and we're leaving together.
For real?
All right, if you insist. I won't argue with you.
Let's go. Who'd have known we'd be going into Irminsul with a Traveler and Scaramouche one day?
The wind rises.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Those red things kind of remind me of the Heavenly Principle cubes.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or...
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, he can't pinpoint our location. Be on your guard. Don't let him find us. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him.
I see.
Too slow. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot.
Alright. Wait a second, that's a wall we don't want to come into contact with. Well, we can break it. Hey, why can we not hit it? We gotta float
Swollen
up.
Fury.
Or is the breaking temporary? Yeah, we gotta fly up sometimes, because you gotta hit the weak point. Yeah, the breaking is temporary, we gotta be careful.
Behold!
Why is there another one though? No, that isn't. Okay, that one is broken. When it's like mostly transparent, it's safe.
Swollen Fury.
Okay, stay here and break those. Oh, that hadn't recharged yet. Oops. are two here that are not broken. Careful. No. Oh my god, we lost. Okay. Okay, we do gotta not hurry up too much. At least until we get close to it, then we gotta speed up. Otherwise, we
The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no, it's
a trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again?
Right.
To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Nicole.
Nicole, is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So please, just follow my lead. Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby.
Oh, I see.
The corrupted information...
Is that one of them?
Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore. I think he's found us.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
I think we gotta run.
That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
The red cubes.
Dodge that attack!
Oh, we can't fly, okay.
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left! Trust me!
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves! Stay focused!
There's a cliff ahead. Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these two.
Alright.
I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert.
We still haven't seen any trees. I guess the tree's outside now, or are we gonna see a tree at some point? This kind of reminds me of the Sea of Quanta from Mankind Impact.
Squall and Fury.
This looks like an arena. We might have a boss fight here.
I think we've made it to relative safety.
Goodness. That was tough.
You know, when something looks like a battlefield, it's not safe.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Take a short rest, and then...
And then Nodkrai shows
Nicole?
up.
Nicole!
Yeah, they'll probably cut off.
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Nodkrai's here, yeah.
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that.
He looks pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free.
Exalted Master Theoretical Path to Dottore. How many titles has he had?
I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your clever little plan.
Oh, so you were? I mean, inside Irminsul or outside? Probably just inside Irminsul. But
Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in person?
So yeah, now he knows the truth about Scaramouche. You would know.
After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche.
Yeah, I mean, he's part of Irminsul now. He has control over it. Wait, but that was changed in Irminsul. Wait a second. How would he know? Because Irminsul wouldn't be in Irminsul anymore. Wait a second, that doesn't make sense. Unless he's more powerful than we thought.
Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irminsul, you were able to achieve something quite remarkable. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death indeed. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodkrai. I didn't even have to go looking for you.
He deduced
Just
the truth.
sight
I
of you was
see.
enough for me to intuit the truth.
You wouldn't know from Irminsul.
For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. But more to the point, I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Dottore?
Are you just rage baiting him now? Come on.
All here shall bend in my will.
Ouch. I don't think we're gonna end it here yet.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown stronger. Ah, how foolish of me. I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done!
Oh, will I now?
Using different elements.
Unsightly insects. The wind rises.
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I could ask you the same question!
Wait, what's that?
All distractatory.
Oh wait,
Focus
this
on
actually
the
might
mission.
go somewhere.
Got it!
Wait, isn't that one of the devices that we saw?
Dreams of the masses.
I see.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
You cling to outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
Wait, is Aida going through mental as well? Looks like it. Nahida, go to that side for real. Her and Mavuiga.
Good timing.
Also, she has the. We have the pyro noses now.
You fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Huh.
What's happening? Before? That looks pretty cool. The cubes remind me of the Heavenly Principles. Not sure if there's a connection between that and the Heavenly Principles since we're talking about Irminsul. But yeah, probably not.
My strength is fading.
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from it.
So that's why what they were
The
extracting,
information
yeah.
from Irminsul, just to strip me of my power.
Yep.
I will find his weakness.
Weak point. Oh, I see.
Following me.
Ouch. We gotta be careful.
I admire your attempt to introduce a new variant, but it's nowhere near enough.
Wait, we might need to get the weakness seen.
Like a little buzzing fly.
What is that? So they're the. Oh, he's slow. Where do we hit him? Do we hit the throw directly? Oh, I think we're supposed to hit him now.
The Windruff, how amusing.
Okay, these things are annoying.
A petty trick.
Commit it to memory. Grow.
Time to ignite!
Hi there, Item Shogun, the attack. From old bosses.
Commit it to memory. Share in my knowledge.
You won't just.
They're so close. Just hold on a little longer. I'll hold him up. Traveler, Hat Guy, the rest is up to you.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
Okay, that thing can still hit me.
It's time! Say your prayers!
Stay on the offensive, but watch your back.
It's time.
Also, you have a special
Say your
ult.
prayers.
Okay, with the two of them.
Search for it. Yeah. Scorching burn. Let's try.
Muso no Hitotaki!
Taking information basically from different bosses. With its Ermin Soul. I see what they're doing.
It's time. Say your prayers.
Primal Blade!
Squall Fury. It's time. Say your prayers. Quit following me.
Yeah, he does over there.
Time to ignite.
Muso no Hitotaki!
It's time. Say your prayers.
The wind rises. Finally. Time for you to die. Excited?
Time for me to die?
It's time. Say your prayers.
Technically, he's already dead.
Squall Fury.
Muso no Hitotaki!
It's time. Say your prayers. Scorching burn.
That's enough!
Pyro knows this.
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
He's gonna use it.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action.
Wait, what if the one who burns
invoke my
Ermin's soul
supreme
is actually
authority
Nahida?
as the keeper of Ermin's soul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Is she gonna do what I'm thinking she's gonna do with the Pyronosis?
Blessed One of Wisdom, Mahakusalatama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy?
She's actually the one who's gonna destroy it. Because otherwise its tutorial will still exist and do things. Also, is that the 3 of the 4 shades, except the Heavenly Principles, the Sustainer? Who has gone missing. For who knows why at the moment.
It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
Does she need permission from the 3?
This is my decision. Ermin's soul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Ermin's soul is the original tree of Tevat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The 7 Archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect.
Go to the Archon.
Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again, Lord of Dendro.
Yeah, she's actually gonna be the one to burn him, and so that's crazy.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
What's that? Oh, he's trying to pull us down with him. Wait. Is that his other segment who died? Oh my god, that is messed up. That is a messed up way to go. The ones he deleted. You were the end to yourself.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part.
Go on.
The 35-year-old segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zandik for the original specimen. Of all the segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zandik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zandik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zandik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zandik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for help!
Surely he would be rescued, Zandik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zandik was too selfish for that.
Wait a second.
Forget
the way he went down currently in the present is kind of similar to the way the original Zandik went down. Damn.
Waiting for me to die.
It's exactly the same.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zandiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
They dissected the original Zandik? Damn.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
Brought down by the others again.
What a magnificent fire.
So, it was actually Nahida who burned down Irmin, so I was expecting it to be the Torre. It was kinda suggested all the way since back that initial Sumeru trailer. That never actually happened until like years later with Nodkrai arc. And this is technically happening in reality because Irmin's soul was visible.
In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality. You claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human after all. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came. Contract in hand, to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
So basically Irmin's soul no longer exists. So I think the world might be under slightly different rules now. But that remains to be seen.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else?
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan.
Feofan?
This time, that's what it truly is.
Is that the original name of Regator? Because, you know, they all have real names they were born with. The Regator, both the Regator and Pantalone are titles.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
I I could have carried out many more experiments. But to me, Lord of Dendro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you. This experiment does not belong to you, nor do any of the results.
Experiment? It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know exactly what I mean.
Indeed. I can see no further outcomes. Ha! You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty, but this time, it is real.
I guess that is what the pyro noses was for.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within yourself.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart, and that is your wisdom.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on living.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along. But now, it's all over.
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to as experiments, I would never describe in those terms. They are events that take place in the real world, and they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye. We will never meet again.
Well, that's the last of them. Everyone on the list is already back where they should be.
It was a long, hard road, but we finally finished escorting everyone back. I just pray that we'll never need to leave again. I hope we can stay here forever in this peaceful paradise of our own choosing.
Paradise. In the annals of the Temple of Silence, that word carries great significance. It represents...
I wouldn't think gods need such a place.
People always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. They forget that gods too need a place to reside. As the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist. Gods need their believers every bit as much as their believers need them.
Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith has faded over the centuries. But we still talk about the gods as though they're part of our lives.
Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they really are. How else could Dunyarzad consider the Dendro Archon a friend?
Well, that sounds about right to me.
Dunyarzad's a name I haven't
Describing
heard in
them
a long
as
time.
friends sure makes us feel a whole lot closer.
If you told me a few years back that I'd have this many friends, I'd have called you a liar.
Belief is a choice, just like friendship. We've made our choices through battle. The right ones, wouldn't you say?
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decided to pay us a visit. How about you?
It's back to Aru Village for us. Still plenty of supplies to distribute and people to help.
Until next time, old friend. As long as you can find the time, you're always welcome to visit us in Aru Village.
Is she living in our village now?
Right back at you. Make sure to drop by the Temple of Silence the next time you're free. Or it is that two of the other 7 pillars, Shezapank and Bennu, might also be dropping by. Since you're wearing the symbols of their power, it'd only be fitting if you came to see them for yourselves.
Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting a neighbor's home.
Well, the temple was founded by Hermanubis, so I guess to them, that's exactly what it is.
Guess that's true.
All right. We'll make sure to find time to stop by. Stay safe on your journey home.
I will.
You do have a point.
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into the light, and bam! You're face to face with a whole different world.
Naturally.
What do you think, Layla?
Huh? Why would you think to ask me? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servants of King Deshret should live?
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand out too much if we place them here?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home? That would be like breaking into someone's house, then pretending it belonged to you in the first place.
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect one another.
By which you mean, you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence, for a while at least. But you have no intention of relocating your statues here. So, you see this as sort of a family visit? Is that correct?
Family.
You could say that. In a sense, Hermanubis would view this as his home. Just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not? The sad truth is, in the past, all three of us invested so much into misguided ventures. We failed to build what we should have, and wasted so much time instead.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek, and, let's say, Thoth, might reasonably be considered wasted.
Why does that not surprise me?
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say that the bonds we built will end up proving to have been a...
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of staying here with him. But judging by the expressions of everyone here, I imagine you'll receive a very warm welcome. This sacred ground houses untold knowledge, after all. What better place for the servants of King Deshret to appear in the mortal world?
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has become a lot more varied.
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some food. After all, Lord Thoth, you helped me so much in the desert, and I still haven't properly thanked you.
Oh, my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched that you still remember.
So there's some kind of past story here?
How the times have changed! To the people of today, it seems the Ibis King has become a kind and passionate god.
And you, Mr. Herreshoff? What kind of god do you wish to be?
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. How about you, Dendro Archon? Do you have any hopes for your future?
Me? I'm very happy with my current life.
Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might, like Lord Al-Ahmar. Clearly your approach has its advantages, but also its dangers, don't you think?
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides, my relationship with others isn't simply one of a god and her people.
Not putting on airs might earn you more adoration.
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own food, and we all come together to share. You should join us. I'm sure you'll find it fun.
Last time when we got together for a picnic near the Avidia Forest, it was quite the occasion. Seeing as you're already here, how about we hold the next one in the desert?
Can we do that? Wouldn't Tainari have to transport a ton of drinking water?
Don't worry, I can help out. Layla, would you like to join us next time?
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier. That way we...
Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know. When it comes to passing the time, chess is more our thing.
In that case, Dendro Archon, what do you say?
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty I'd win, but I certainly wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds. Cards, cards, cards! I'll always prefer chess.
I wonder what variant of chess we're talking here. Mr. Thoth, is there some sort of astrological significance to this game?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As long as the leader of the Temple of Silence agrees, we can search Hermanubis' place for books to teach you how to play.
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed or damaged in the fighting. Who could have foreseen this? Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up. I suppose living below the academia doesn't always work out to your advantage.
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess might be in order.
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort! If anything, I'm the one who's helping!
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation. I must admit, I'm rather shocked.
Were they not roommates, or isn't technically both of their houses?
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up, fine. I suppose I do.
Yeah.
Wait a second, stop changing the subject! Nevertheless,
in the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a predictable inconvenience.
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home in this state?
I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no reason to be upset.
This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, the windows are shattered. Don't you feel even a little disheartened?
The way I see it, these problems are easily solved.
Ugh, this is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall. You simply don't understand just how much work goes into making a proper home.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
Isn't he an architect? So that makes sense.
You mean the house or the paintings?
I mean your sentimentality.
Oh, well, yes. But I'd rather not dwell on such things right now.
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. It's not like you can force them. Besides, anguish can be a source of inspiration. And I'm not sure I could break my reliance on it.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of art. Suffering is the cradle of all creation. Even you can't deny that.
And I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for you. Pure and simple. Can't you tell?
Happy about what?
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your views.
You...
More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Yours more than most. Not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves. It's something that you've been steadily mastering.
Huh. What about you, then? What skills have you been mastering lately?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is! It must have fallen off that shelf! I'll hate them! Those are my paints and inks!
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? I mean, sure, if you don't mind. What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own things is much of a bribe. These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one. Ugh, guess I should help him repair.
Right.
Local sumter beasts, imported goods, such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a choking cow?
It's called being imposing. Can't you feel it? Are you not?
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What commands do you...
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. Seriously, do you have any idea how differently they see me now?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to actually like you now.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you. Why not take this chance?
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious Lady Nefer gain such an admiration for holier-than-thou types? A moon chanter here? An angel there?
A coming together of fates, nothing more. No need to throw around accusations of
Forget it. You're right about one thing at least. Making friends is never a bad thing for a merchant. Still, I really took a loss this time.
I'm trying to see if you're really crying or if those are just crocodile tears. A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses it, they flow from the corners.
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Nefer, thank goodness you're here. I've been...
Huh? Oh, well. If it...
Oh, no, I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book, and a fascinating one at that. We agreed to meet at the entrance to the mausoleum of King Deshret. One more thing. I bought this copy with my...
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard.
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy.
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear it.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it doesn't seem of much consequence.
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I'd say the actual truth was about the least important part of the whole episode. I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangama Bay, but Lady Nefer has a
no eye for good literature. Huh.
Perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth. It's probably fair to say she prefers the conversations that books can spark over the substance of the books that...
Suits my style as an intel broker, wouldn't you say? Very interesting, thank you. I'll return it to you once I'm done reading. And as it happens,
Incense?
I imagine you've already used up the incense I gave you last time. Here's some more.
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense you gave me. I couldn't bring... But I'll gladly accept this, too.
Katayun, you haven't changed.
Alright. Do we get the info bit about Snezhnaya? That is what I'm waiting for, because I really don't care about this filler. Post-quest filler, the usual.
Congratulations, Kale.
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long, you finally become a full-fledged ranger.
Hey, congrats to Kale, though. I do care about Kale.
Sure hasn't been easy for you, huh? This really is fantastic news.
All grown up. No longer a trainee, but an official forest ranger. Oh, the next step is to secure tenure in the academia.
Thanks, everyone. It's true. I'm an official forest ranger now. Master Tainari, thank you for your guidance and support. I wish Mr. Sino were here so I could thank him too.
Sino had a matter to attend to at the Temple of Silence. I don't imagine he'll be back for some time. But don't worry. We can celebrate together once he's finished.
I'm afraid the party will have to wait. Kale still has some matters to attend to first.
Kale? Is everything all right?
No, it's not what you think. There's nothing wrong with my health. I just have a few things I need to deal with. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt. Master Tainari and Mr. Sino will be accompanying us too.
Remember the Genshin manga?
Well, that's a relief. Let's get together when everyone's back. I'm sure you'll be doing even better by then.
Of course. I have a feeling you're right. catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's feeling full of...
For someone who spends so much time resting, your recovery routine is surprisingly simple.
Hey! Paimon's been working her butt off too.
Don't worry, I saw how hard you worked.
Alright, we all know you're the most hardworking person. Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the mend. But...
Alright. Hold on. Alright, I'm back.
Hey, Nahida! And Hat Guy's here too! Traveler, Paimon!
What's going on here?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my physical and mental well-being.
Of meeting Dory again?
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that. We've both been very worried about you. Are you feeling alright?
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. Truth is, I'm doing much better than you might
Especially
imagine.
after Dotori is gone. I'm sure you're happy about that.
If we can just get to the bottom of Dotori's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence. That's the sort of thing I excel at.
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the Vahumana was a truly inspired move. I can really see the positive influence.
Observe, a classic Sumeru specialty. Chalking everything up to education and learning.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like real life too. Where a paper is often worth more, but that's something else.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dotori said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately, you're no longer under his sway.
Yeah.
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself by. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself human.
However you see yourself, well done.
All right, I see what you mean.
Anyway, what's your next step?
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Everything else can wait. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in the city I need to help out with. I'll be heading there now.
I'm so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida?
Yeah, now that the
How are you
Irminsol's
holding
gone.
up?
Yeah, I'm guessing she's a lot weaker in general.
The Pyronosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames
7
blazed
days
for
and
7
7
days and
nights?
7 nights
Damn,
before they
okay.
finally subsided. All that was left were the parts underground. Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to
Really?
Irminsul. The situation was contained before it got out of hand, so Tevat's most vital information has largely been preserved.
So the same function still exists, just under Aru now.
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it? How will you cope now that it's gone?
There is no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents,
So now she's
my
connected
connection
to
to
Aru, I
Irminsul
see.
has been severed and transposed onto Aru. Angels can do things like that? They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. The goddess of flowers,
Yeah,
Nabu
wasn't Nabu Malikata
once
also
claimed that she
an
too
angel?
could perform feats beyond the reach of mere mortals. In my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached such transcendent levels. Her and Nicole really are both fascinating and magnificent.
So, does that mean your situation is stable now?
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence has been bound to it. The wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate? Or is it merely fortune? Whatever it is, the important thing is that you're okay, Nahida.
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greetings.
Sir Nevis, do you have something urgent to say?
Yes, there's something I need to report. We've received a message from
Snezhnaya,
Snezhnaya.
okay. What is it about? Is it already about the Snezhnaya arc, or not
The
yet?
Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, sends us his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries.
Wait, is it a formal invite?
His stance is that, following the unrest in Nodkrai, Dottore was
It's about
subjected
Dottore,
to
I
internal
see.
censure.
Because they weren't on Dottore's
This
side.
madness was the act of a rogue element.
Yeah.
One who cannot be seen to represent the Zapoliarni Palace.
Yeah, I mean, we need to not cry that the rest of the Fatui Harbingers were not siding with Dottore, like, he had gone completely insane. So it's just a formal thing, like, I guess, to avoid, like, diplomatic things.
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own Harbingers.
Syndrome.
The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal with Dottore's subordinates in accordance with Snezhnayan law, holding all those involved in his crimes accountable. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which are already en route. They hope this will aid in Sumeru's reconstruction.
Sounds like he's got an answer for everything.
True.
The
But
rooster
as
being...
diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective. Completely watertight, both in logic and sentiment.
I think the rooster is like the politics kind of guy, if I remember correctly. Though we haven't seen him yet in person. I mean, we know what he looks like from the trailers.
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. There is much that I will keep in my heart. The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhnaya would do well to uphold their responsibilities and keep a tight rein over their action. With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities. I will be watching carefully.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon, will you eat with us once this matter is dealt with? Everyone wishes to celebrate together. Your presence would be most welcome.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia all told me the same thing. If there isn't enough room for everyone, we can arrange back-to-back feasts.
What a wonderful idea. That just leaves the question of what we should eat.
Not more tomatoes, surely.
More? Dendro Archon, what do you mean by more tomatoes?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the fields. Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
What? Oh, I don't
The word
care
has
about
a
this.
certain-
Tomatoes.
What?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The traveler, Paimon, and I still have somewhere we need to visit. You'll have plenty of time to think it over
Is it
before I return.
Nafwika? Are we gonna thank her and hopefully get info about Snezhnaya?
Does this mean you're going to Natlan?
Yeah, okay.
Meeting them there in person. It will require a long journey.
I know. But this is necessary. I must go myself. Traveler, Paimon, we'll set off as soon as you're ready. Is that all right?
Sure. We'll be ready whenever you are.
You'll hear no objections from Paimon. We should grab...
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to this so much. Natlan is such a lively place.
Nahida in like Natlan's main city. Damn, that's
Super
crazy.
cheerful and positive, too.
I can see that. There are people outside exercising at all hours. Such a healthy way of life.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey. Would you like something to eat?
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, sap's meat stew, butter...
All right, all right. No need for all that detail. I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite. Then I'll head out for a meal together.
Sounds like a plan. Let's find somewhere to sit down. I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
I mean, yeah.
Your senses are spot on. But on top of that, we also feel guilty.
Because the pyronosis has vanished?
Wait, really?
I sensed its loss.
Do we know if it's been destroyed by destroying Irminsul, or is it just missing and it's out there? If so, I suspect this Sarita might find it, but who knows?
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
But also the Hydronosis is completely gone, so I don't know if our 6 noses would be enough. Like, we don't even know what the Teresa is planning to use the noses for.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the pyronosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate. There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time, there was to be no returning, only giving. Pure and simple.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet, when faced with a kindness too immense to describe, we use exactly the same words. Not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express our feelings, the simplest and purest words are always the most powerful.
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support. They might not sound fancy, but the sentiment behind them is sincere.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Now to Aru.
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight? The weather's beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rain.
Aww. And 2 Archons in here.
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Says Naya.
Mondstadt.
Oh. Oh yeah, we were visiting, true. Wait, is that gonna be in the quest or like off story?
Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Either knowing Genshin, it's either gonna be more filler before the end of the quest, 1, or 2, it's gonna be in an event. I hope there's no more filler. I really just, cause since we're already over like the main part of the story, the cool part is over, you know. I really just want to get the information about Snezhnaya because we haven't had that yet, and it's always at the end of the story for the current region.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kali had come from the goddess of flowers, but I kept it a secret. Those remains weren't hurting Kali, not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her, a yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning to hold on to the hard-won happiness she now enjoys. With someone like her, I have a responsibility to keep her secret.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up, but even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Yeah.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, Anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves.
Damn.
Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid.
Chloe?
Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway, we'll always be there to watch out for our friends.
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That's because I'm no longer a trainee. I'm now an official forest ranger.
I'm very proud of Kali though. She's like one of the oldest characters we've had. And I'm not talking about the game again, I'm talking about like we've known her since the manga. So yeah.
Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. Though he did say it was already pretty tough to start out with. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Don't worry, it's all been taken care of. We're heading to Mondstadt soon, so if you're free, maybe we could meet up? Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey, do you still remember that time we all got together? You know, when we all went to the Windbloom Festival? It'll be just like that.
Also, we are going to Mondstadt.
Dainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu Vyastra? Behold, the great Vayu Vyastra, General Mahamatra.
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline.
Just got very predictable.
You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kalei!
Wait, does Sucrose have a new VA?
Sucrose! It's been so long! How have you been?
I've been well.
Yeah,
Everything's
that's a new
going
voice
great.
actress, right?
What about you? Are you still busy?
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzan loves it!
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How's the texture of the final product?
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo!
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about we follow the same plan as last
I think
time?
I did see this event, wasn't it all the way back in Sumeru? At the time, I think I was still playing events. Well, at least most of them. I might have missed a few.
Good idea, my friend. You never disappoint.
It was only in Fontaine that I was like completely fed up with it after all the world quests that I've kind of started since Sumeru and never stopped. And I was just like, nope, just Archon quests from now on. I think I've only seen like one event or two since then. I think just one. Well, technically I saw it on YouTube, but only a part of it. Some Natlan event, I think. About Bennett? Was that the one? I only saw part of it though.
So, what are your identities this time?
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official Forest Ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companions.
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly, there was even a scene like this in King of Invocation.
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles.
Alright. Is it over? No. Wait, if Quali sees Lisa, that's the only thing that at least he'd be okay with. The only interaction I'm okay with right now, if we're gonna have more filler, is Collie and Lee's interaction. That one we can have, please, thank you.
This library organizing
It's
job
been a
is
long time
classified
since
as a
they talked,
premium commission.
and you know, kind of with them
mentally
having known
prepared, you know?
since the manga. That's the only interaction I'll accept, please, thank you.
But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and
Where's
Paimon?
Collie when you need
What
her?
brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
Well, actually, Collie should be the one seeing you.
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us.
Is this about Al-Haytham, the thing with the on his house?
Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. And sorting them myself? My, all that to say, I'm very relieved. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place...
Don't worry, just leave the...
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon.
Come on, where's Kale? Please be at the door. Okay, bro, we did not need this filler.
Finally! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to...
Okay.
What's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary?
Wait a second, that sounds important. Actually, I take it back.
That title's kind of suspicious.
Yeah, that's definitely part of the X
sort this
circles. Alright, who's here? Talk.
Earlier?
Hello. Alright, we know it's one of you. Alice, okay.
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance? No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though. Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yeah? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return... Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere. It makes more sense to lay the... Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that story. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to...
Now, I never said that. But
Okay,
still,
never mind, it's more
we
filler.
are talking about trusted
Now,
companions.
since
here,
Alice is
Paimon.
here, we could have at
And
least
when
gotten
we speak
something
of a
good.
person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt?
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just...
Oh dear.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well, this is an important
Is Alice
book.
gonna give us
I
info about
couldn't just
Sefnaya?
bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight.
Wait, what do
see.
you mean bring it into
That's
the
what-
vat?
Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it.
Okay. If the goal is... We'll take the dictionary. And the next time...
Wonderful. Then I'll...
What? Additional task force 20 characters. Wait, what? Official? Wait, old characters are getting new skills? No, honestly, again, I'm only main story focused, so I'm not gonna do it, but that's interesting. Can I just see what characters are related to, are available, like, for talents without starting any quests, please? Just want to see what it is. Hold on, though, first. Alright. Does it change gameplay, or is it just like they get better? Can we see what we get? Enhancement details. Can we see what it does? And you will become an XRI character. When the party includes at least 2 XRI characters, you will gain the XRI secret right effect. Give elemental burst when it's active 4 seconds nearby a character triggers a swirl still as well. Nearby active character triggers a stealth throw with a character that increases 15 by storm. So it's a buff, but also it includes any reactions. Oh, there's more. So it improves constellations. I mean, we're not gonna do that on a 5-star. Eventual generation normal attacks will be converted to enemy piercing wind center arrows. Wait, that does change gameplay, because now you're basically infusing it with animo. Along the path, so not only that, they also seem to like, you know, kind of like a AoE, but like in front of you. Wait, this is actually really interesting. Is that any character for the ones we use? Obtain character quickly reaches level 70. Okay, no. None of the characters we really use. I mean, I do have some of these. I think I have Albedo and Flea. I don't know if I have Flea. I know I have Albedo. But, I mean, I don't really care about using these characters. So I probably won't do any. Do I have Albedo? I don't even know anymore. Hold on. Oh, there's a lot of characters. Alyosha. Some of these I don't know. Anyways, Albedo. Oh, I don't have Albedo. I thought I did. I guess it's on another account. Okay, whatever. Okay, wait, are we not getting Cincinnati info bits? It looks like we don't. Oh, no, we do. Areas occupied by quests. I don't want to do it, please. Alright.
Oh, you're here already? I'm still giving Dodeko a little trim. I won't be a moment.
The real Nicole and the Dodoko kind of form, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it.
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircuts too?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Teyvat.
Oh, right! Wow, that's definitely an impressive sounding job title.
What are you writing? I'm just brainstorming some cool sounding lines.
Oh no.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Miss Nicole.
Kale? You seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their wish fulfilled?
Wish? What do you mean?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Is it Lisa? She just wanted to meet her or something?
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But we thought it had something to do with the god remains.
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Anyway, my friend is waiting. Come on, let's pay her a visit.
Is it Lisa or someone else? Or are we talking about another one of the X and Circle? Probably just Lisa, right? So you do want to see Kale? Never mind, we're going to Windrise, so it's not Lisa. Is it actually one of the X and Circle? Or is it Venti? There's no way it's Venti.
Huh? You're...
Surprised?
Oh my
I bet you
freaking
weren't
God, I freaking
expecting
hate
to
you.
meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree.
shut
and
up.
An oasis will spring from the
Oh,
place where Jin was.
Sorry, I'm not reading this.
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here. The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries.
Could this be?
Related to the goddess of flower?
My dear young lady, My mistress left her final trace, and now I have seen you, and peered into your heart. But, beneath all this, I've witnessed—
I do. I want to throw away—
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve—
They are. This is something I've talked about with Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life— How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being, Miss Lilopar.
Yet I am a Jinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We Kale, can you do this for—
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what you want?
Wait, are we gonna see like a part of her, like before it disappears?
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do something for the soul? But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about— so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes tremble. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness, I too must play my part.
Are you sure about this, Lilopar?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in and you, Kale, I can give you a gift. You'll become just another ordinary human.
But Miss Lilopar, what will happen to you?
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace. Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said, it's all true.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life to give me a better future.
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill
I understand. Miss Lilopar, I'm ready.
Can Lilopar remove the god remains?
Close your eyes, Kale.
Oh, Nicole can, okay.
Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace. My mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion is beautiful. Pure and painless. Devotion is my love. Thank you.
She left.
Kale, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her.
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed. There's really no need to worry.
Then my wish has come true, too.
To become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance, I want to protect the people I meet and help them find happiness. That sort of thing.
So between Miss Lilopar and me, you've fulfilled 2 wishes already. And protected 2 people.
Wonderful. Isn't it? I feel so fantastically happy.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next? What do you want to do when we get back to town?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Oh my god, Amber and Kale, it's been so long since those two talked. It's been ages.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event. How come you started without me?
The oldest of friends.
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like that. We were just saying goodbye to an old friend.
Really?
Who? Me. The old me.
The god remains.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you so we could witness the change?
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink cloud, floating into the sky, before disappearing forever.
Do you think, maybe up in the sky, she has friends waiting for her with test tubes, flasks, and bows?
Oh, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound so bad after all. What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think maybe that's right. At least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger,
the hug between
and I
Amber
feel
and
like I
Collie.
can finally accomplish things by myself. Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating? Always growing, always thriving like a plant. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little lonely. I know the weakness that kept me company will one day leave me too, but somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step, to walk towards the new me.
I think Collie has had the most like character development in this chapter. That I really liked Collie's story here. It felt like an ending to her, kind of like what started all the way back in the manga. That was big. Wait, are we not talking to Oh no, we are. Wait, not yet. Wait a second, that's an area quest. We're not doing that, a world quest. Is there any more? No, we're not getting any info on Snezhnaya. We're going straight to it. I mean, I'm not complaining. Chapter 7, Act 1, Everwinter Without Mercy. Alright, I won't be going there yet, because I feel like if I teleport, the moment I teleport, it will... Oh, it starts here. Wait. Does that mean I can... Is that Everwinter Without Mercy? Wait, so can I teleport there without starting the quest? Wait, I can. Hold on. I'm gonna try to teleport here. Hopefully it doesn't trigger a quest, because I am probably gonna end the stream. I think it's about...
Just like that, we're in Snezhnaya! Feels like we only just left Nodkrai.
I don't think it technically started the Archon quest, right? Either way, I mean, we'll do it until we can stop. I just want to see Snezhnaya for the first time.
Remember back in Nasha Town? How all our friends came to see us out before we left?
First time entering Snezhnaya. Waited for years.
The day's
Oh, never mind.
We're off to meet the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya.
Okay, I guess we are starting the quest. Because we're back in Asha Town.
Soon, we'll have our answers.
Okay, we're not gonna continue after this though. I just want to see the bit of the first bit of Snezhnaya.
Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your sister mentioned. What is she expecting you to find there?
We know there's a Conryarch, but that's technically not one of the 7 nations. And that's probably already gonna involve Lumine, so yeah. We don't know if there's any chapter in between, like, I don't know, maybe we're going to Celestia first, who knows. Because Conryarch is technically not a numbered chapter, and plus we also had Nodkrai, so things will change.
Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive. But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous. Yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think. We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss.
We've even been to the moon.
We've even been to the moon! With all that experience under our belts, how can we be any more prepared? Sure thing! Now, stick close to Paimon, the best guide you could ever ask for, and let's charge straight for the finish line! Off we go! What about me? Do I get a call out?
Columbina! Wait, is she going to Snezhnaya too?
Whoa!
Or are we just saying
Columbina?
goodbye? I don't think she has any interest in going to Snezhnaya, to be honest. She's technically no longer a Harbinger.
Don't look at Paimon! Paimon didn't sell you out this
I
time!
mean, you are kind of loud.
Oh, so it was you! Alright, guess there's no hiding it now. All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I invited Sandrone, too. But she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya.
What?
She must be busy.
To be fair, Sandrone did become playable on the version right before Snezhnaya. So was she rebuilt or what happened? Because I have not done that story and it's technically not in an Archon quest.
She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. Would you like to hear them? She hasn't changed a bit. Alright, let's hear it! If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now. Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us. Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. Alright, we'll do our best to keep our distance then.
We'll probably get to meet Tsaritsa, so I'm kind of curious on how she'll be and what her motivations are.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine. Huh! You really have to read between the lines with Sandrone. Go on. Get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. I told Lauma that you once treated me to a truly unforgettable meal. Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you. It's definitely nice to be treated, but hopefully by this point, you know that you don't owe us any favors. The moon of Nodkrai will always give you a warm welcome.
Okay, I'm glad we're skipping that part. I don't want to see them, please. Wait, we are skipping it, right? Yeah, good, okay.
Wow! Pure white as far as the eye can see.
So I heard there's a train on Snezhnaya, like a train line. So I'm kind of curious about that. Also that we're getting a gun. So there's also that. That's crazy. We should probably pause here. Alright.
Come on, let's go!
I did want to get to the statue, but I don't think we can get to the statue without continuing the story, so it's gonna trigger story cutscenes and stuff. So I am gonna pause here. Yeah. I do want to continue these soon, but it kind of depends on a certain someone. Right now she's asleep, but when she wakes up I probably wouldn't feel very safe to stream, so it might be a while. It might be tomorrow for all we know. I have no idea. Kinda depends on my own mental well-being. I am feeling better now, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to get through this first, I guess. So we might not stream as much, but I do want to start Snezhnaya, of course. I mean, we have kind of been waiting for this nation for ages. So yeah. And I do want to keep up on date with updates, because if you get left behind, then it's a lot. 7.0 did release recently, so yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.